What's going on, y'all? It's DG. I'm back with another performance review, this time on the Nike G.T Hustle 2s. So let's get right into it. First off, make sure to like this video and subscribe because that's the #1 way that you can support me, and leave a comment on what you think about the Nike G.T Hustle 2s. Starting with the traction, it consists of herringbone pods. This traction is average. It doesn't provide a lot of squeak, so for those who like squeak, you're not really going to get a lot of it out of this model. Squeak has nothing to do with performance, but for those who like it from a traction pattern, you're really not going to get a lot of it here. On a really dusty court, I would be very cautious of this traction because I even found myself slipping a lot. On a cleaner surface, after I wiped, it did perform a lot better, but it really depends on the court surface that you're on. In terms of the durability of the traction, it is pretty firm, so it will last you a long time outdoors relatively to other basketball shoes on the market right now. So this is not the worst durability, but in terms of an indoor traction performance, it's average at best. If you have a really dusty court, then I would imagine that you'll be sliding everywhere, because I was sliding a little bit here and there and I had to wipe a lot, and that was a pretty well-maintained court that I played on. And one of the most common questions that I get throughout all my social media as well is what types of shorts I'm wearing. Now, I've been wearing Kinetic Kings. It's a California streetwear brand focused on delivering a fresh perspective on streetwear culture. They also make all their products in-house to ensure the highest quality of their goods. I've had the chance to try out some of their products, and I have to say that I'm really impressed with the quality and design. Y'all can see me hooping in them right here, and I absolutely love them because they're above the knee, which helps me move and stay mobile, and the quality of the shorts themselves are just so nice. Even when I'm not hooping, they're also great because I can wear them every single day, going to the mall, finding my hoop shoes, whatever it is, I can still wear it and feel comfortable. They're also really breathable, which is great, especially when you're playing basketball. The best part is that they're priced at only $45. For the quality, for the designs, for the entire package, this is a great deal. And as a special bonus for all of you, make sure to use the discount code right here in order for you to get a small discount on Kinetic Kings products. They're by far my favorite shorts to hoop in, and they're pretty much all the shorts that I wear throughout all my videos, all of my social media. They do sell out fast though, so make sure to use the discount code and the link in the description down below. Let's get back into the video. In terms of the cushion of the shoe, you do have full-length Zoom Strobel, and then you also have full-length Cushlon. It is definitely a highlight of the shoe. I absolutely love the cushion, especially for guards. Even big men will like this. It's very low to the ground, it's very responsive, it is very reminiscent of the KD15s. So if you played in the KD15s, then you will absolutely love the cushion setup in these. I felt fast in this shoe, I felt like I could run. This is the second iteration of the GT Run series. They only changed the name to the GT Hustle because they don't want people to get confused with the GT Run as a running shoe. But cushion is definitely a highlight. I would give it like a 9.5 out of 10, even a 10 out of 10. I absolutely love the combination of Cushlon and full-length Zoom Strobel. The Cushlon is pretty firm, but you can still feel it, and it is meant for court feel. It's meant for responsiveness. The materials consist of this textile upper. The first impression that I had about this shoe is that it's super lightweight. Materials are nothing premium whatsoever, but the weight is really good for this model. You will feel fast in the shoe. You will not feel bogged down at all. So from a weight perspective, it is very nice. From a premium materials perspective, it really isn't nice. However, from a performance perspective, it will get the job done even though it's not premium. It will feel lightweight. You don't feel any hot spots in this shoe. So the materials, in my book, get a pass. In terms of the support of this shoe is where it's really lacking and where I really dislike this model. The shoe has no midfoot shank plate, so that's why I've been using the Move insoles in these every time I played in them. They made the experience so much better because there's no shank plate in the shoe, and the only support that you get is from the fit and the lockdown. Lateral support is also lacking in the shoe, so that means moving side to side. If you are a shifty player, I'm not sure how much you'll like these at all. I do have some shifty moves in my game, and I like doing simple crossovers, moving fast, especially on defense too, right? You got to plant your feet, you got to like pivot a little bit, and I felt like my foot was rolling out of the footbed just a little bit. It reminded me of the KD11, although the KD11 was like a unique case because I felt like that shoe had really bad lateral support. This shoe has bad lateral support. I wouldn't say it's like extremely bad. They're still playable, but it's not something that I would recommend for any type of shifty player, to be honest. There are other shoes that optimize for that shifty play. Move insoles are a must because they come with a plate in here and they're pretty affordable. I do have a discount code in the link in my description below, so make sure to use that, because if you want to play in the shoe and you're actually serious about hooping, you need like a plate in there because it really just enhances your performance. So I really recommend the Move insole for this shoe specifically. To sum it up, the lateral support is not too good in these. Like, the materials are just too conforming, they're too flexible, and there's nothing protecting your foot on the side. I suppose if you are going in a straight motion, right, like a runner, these are amazing. But if you are a shifty player moving side to side, even on defense, I found myself just like planting weird because the lateral support is not the best in this shoe, to be quite honest. It really isn't. It's really good for just going in a straight motion, maybe like on a fast break, you're just going straight for a layup. But from a defensive perspective, from a shifty offensive perspective, even myself, I don't have Kyrie Irving handles, but I do like to plant. I do like to use my pivot foot. I like to jab step. I like to do simple crossovers. And I felt my foot going to the side a little bit too much. Also no midfoot shank, which does help with the weight, I suppose, but it doesn't really give that energy return that I would want out of a shoe. So again, use these Move insoles and they really do improve this product right here. Fit is definitely true to size, even for wide footers. The fit is amazing in this shoe, actually. I love the fit. The lockdown is also very, very good in this model. No heel slippage whatsoever. And this is one of the best fitting shoes that I've tested. It fits better than the KD16 most recently because the KD16s fit a little bit narrow. I feel like these are so much of an extension of your foot. So if you're looking for a shoe that helps you run, you're not too shifty, just go true to size and you're going to feel really good in this model. So my conclusion on the Nike GT Hustle 2s is that it is a very good improvement from the GT runs, the first iteration in the line, but it still has areas of improvement. Number one, the lateral support is not that great, especially for shifty players. It also doesn't have a shank plate right here. It does have a wide base for that support, so you're not really going to roll your ankle in these simply because of that wide base. And it's very, very, very low to the ground. If you're a shifty player moving side to side all the time, it's really not the most optimized shoe. Traction is average, honestly, unless you're on a very clean court. The price of this shoe is actually crazy, guys. It's at $170 USD with no shank plate, and the materials are average at best. What justifies the price tag is the full-length Cushlon, is the full-length Zoom Strobel, so I completely understand that from a marketing and production perspective. It is still a really good performer in my personal opinion. It is a great feeling basketball shoe. I would recommend this shoe for people who move a little bit slower or who don't have a lot of shiftiness to their game. It is an amazing basketball shoe, actually. I really, really enjoy them. But as a hooper who plays the way that I do, I just felt like the lateral support could be better. The aesthetics are also very good in my personal opinion. It's such an upgrade from the GT Run 1. And so these are very nice. I think there are great colorways on the way as well because Nike has not been messing around with the GT Cut 2s. I would imagine for the GT Hustles that these are going to come out in crazy colorways in the near future. So my conclusion about the shoe is that it's still a really solid, good model, but if you are a shifty player, I would honestly look elsewhere. It is a very comfortable shoe. The only big issue is that it doesn't come with a support plate, so definitely get the Move insole. And then if you are a shifty player going side to side laterally, it may not be the best for you. Those are my overall thoughts on the Nike GT Hustle 2s. This is still a really good performance model with some deficiencies. I will be getting the really good colorways because I feel like Nike is not messing around, like I said, with the colorways of the GT line. But it's a shoe that's more optimized for a specific play style. It's a shoe that's relatively expensive, so I would recommend waiting for a sale. If you made it this far in the video, make sure to comment, like, and subscribe because it really helps me out, and I will catch you guys in the next one. Peace.